Quaid Azam part 421, and I've been reading Appendix 2, which is a speech delivered by Maulana Azad at Jamia Masjid of Delhi on 23 October 1947. I feel that there is no room left for my ashiana. What it means is that my cloak is wary of your imprudent grabbing hands. My sensitivities are injured, my heart is heavy. Thanks for one moment. What course did you adopt? Where have you reached? And where do you stand now? Haven't your senses become torpid? Aren't you living in a constant state of fear? This fear is your own creation and a fruit of your own deeds. What kind of a speech is it? Who is he blaming? Who is he complaining? And what kind of a speech is he delivering there? It was not long ago. I don't understand, but Abul Kalam Azad going to Jamia Masjid delivering a sermon in English language. It must have been in Urdu language in Delhi and then could have been translated into English, but that's not written anywhere at all. Let me see it somewhere. I don't know. And that what kind of a language he's been using for the audience over there. You cut my tongue, you injured my back, you broke off my legs. I don't understand what kind of a language he has been using there. Anyhow, I continue with the speech of Jamia Masjid, Delhi. It was not long ago when I wanted you that the two-nation theory was death knell to a meaningful, dignified life. Forsake it. I told you that the pillars upon which you were leaning would inevitably crumble. To all this you turned a deaf ear. You did not realize that, my brothers, I have always attempted to keep politics apart from personalities, thus avoiding those thorny valleys. That is why some of my messages are often couched in allusions. But what I have to say today needs to be direct and to the point. The partition of India was a fundamental mistake. The manner in which religious differences were incited inevitably led to the devastation that we have seen with our own eyes. Unfortunately, we are still seeing it at some places. There is no use recounting the events of the past 7 years, nor will it serve any good. Yet it must be stated that the debacle of the Indian Muslims is the result of the colossal blunders committed by the Muslim League's misguided leadership. These consequences, however, were no surprise to me. I had anticipated them from the very start. Now that Indian politics has taken a new direction, there is no place in it for Muslim League. No place for Muslim League? Come on. After the Civil War, the Democrats had a place in the political arena of the country. How can you say that after the partition, Muslim League does not have a place in the country? Now the question is whether or not we are capable of any constructive thinking. For this, I have invited the Muslim leaders of India to Delhi during the second week of November. The gloom cast upon your lives is momentary. I assure we can be beaten by none save our own selves. I have always said that, I repeat it again today. Eschew your indecisiveness, your mistrust, and stop your misdeeds. This unique triple-edged weapon is more lethal than the two-edged iron sword which inflicts fatal wounds, which I have heard of. Just think about this life of escapism that you have opted for in the sacred name of Hijrat. Get into the habit of exercising your own brains and strengthening your own hearts. If you do so, Only then will you realize how immature your decisions were.